How long should your press release be? When writing a press release about your organization, you'll want to consider the length of the piece. Press releases are generally short and to the point, so they shouldn't be too long or wordy. That said, you'll also want to include all of the relevant details so reporters can see what makes your business unique. On average, press releases should contain between 500 and 600 words. The first paragraph should be a summary of your story and what makes it newsworthy. Then, you can go into more detail about who you are, what you do, and how you plan to expand in the future. However, keep in mind that the ideal length of a press release when specifically writing about your organization greatly depends on the type of information you're sharing. If you're sharing a lot of detailed information, like a list of all the people who will be speaking at your event or an explanation of how your program works, then you'll want to keep it short. You don't want to bore your readers or make them lose interest in reading the full article. If you're sharing a lot of detailed information and include too much detail in one sentence, it can be difficult for readers to understand what you mean. Also, if your press release is full of sentences that are long and complex, it will be harder for journalists to write about it without losing their focus on what's important. If you're writing about an upcoming event or project that's still in development, then you might want to include more details in order to give readers an idea of what to expect from this new offering. You can also include a little bit about yourself as an author, so readers can get to know who wrote this piece and why they're qualified to write about it. Furthermore, other factors need to be considered when deciding on the length of your press release. These factors include your organization's audience. If you're writing for a newspaper or another publication that has a set number of words they can publish in an article, then you'll want to keep your press release under that limit. However, if you're writing for social media use, then you'll have more freedom or leeway when it comes to the length of your release. You won't find any other press release agency that has access to major distribution channels and gives you the best value for your hard-earned cash. Visit linkdaddy.shop today to order our premium press release services and start spreading the word about your business now.